folks. Welcome to the 443. Just as a reminder, tonight's show is a listening room style show, so we do request that you please silence your phone. Also, shut the fuck up when it's talking if you know what's good for you. Please join us and welcome back to the 443 Hamell on Trial.
Sure. You know, last night I talked a little bit about this. First of all, thanks for coming and happy holiday to you. During the pandemic, I had a lot of time to think and I got more introspective, you know? And I realized, I think to some extent I've matured. And I was listening to some of the jokes that I used to tell. I apologize. I respect you more than that. And I want you to know that I would never tell those kind of jokes again to you. Well, here's a joke that I used to tell. And I can't believe that I did, really. A kid calls home to his father. His father says, "Son, we're so proud of you. You're afraid of heights, and you joined the paratroopers, and how's it going?" He says, "Oh, Dad, I made a big mistake in boot camp. I told that drill sergeant I was afraid of heights. He picked on me relentlessly. We got up 20,000 feet in the air. I look down, a couple guys jump ahead of me. I'm petrified. I don't want to jump. And that drill sergeant, he's yelling awful stuff at me. You know what he said to me, Dad? He said, 'You motherfucker, you better jump.' Then you know what he said to me, Dad? He said, 'You dirty cocksucker, you better jump.' Then you know what he said to me, Dad? He said, 'If you don't jump, I'm going to fuck you in the ass.'" Father said, "Did you jump?" He said, "A little at first." I can't believe I would tell that joke. What the fuck is wrong with me? And then my politics, let's be frank, I lean a little to the left. Compassion being what it is. Like here would be a song that I might start out with. Susan Roy, very nice to meet you. This is how I know Tucker Carlson is a bad parent. Because as a parent, you instill in your child morals and integrity. Had Tucker Carlson done it, his children would have killed him. And that's how I know his parenting had failed. Thank you for coming. I am Hamell on Trial. You need a place to hide, well you can come inside. You're safe here. If the wolf is at your door and you can't take no more, you're safe here. In a world that's crazy gone, if you think you can go on, if your soul is lost to chest, lots of homophobic, but if you need protection from, cause the world is crazy scum. If the water's at your nose and you're on your tippy toes, yeah, you're safe here. I said you're safe here. If they do not get the joke, your dreams are up in smoke. You're safe here. If the bank has lost its smile, heaven's run your file. You're safe here. If the house was in a flood and the blood is mud, if you got blood on your shoes, think like that your baby blues. If the guns are mended, run, burning crosses on your lawn. If the sheriff's drunk as hell, that's right in the holding cell. You're safe here. Trap hanging around home. It's gonna take its toll. I was sitting at the end of the bomb there with the back of the crack was on stretch and sinking through the door. Drink up into the mist fall. Listen, knowing if he's back and catchy tune. That's what good. Told the advance from your thorn stocks and there and I will warm. Next to me, he took his seat. He said, "Hey, could come try with me. What's your pleasure? What's your style? I ain't seen you for a while. 4 days later, I woke in the dirt, loose on my neck, blood. I'm sure you know what's in home to send. Said I'm Joe to do it again. Cast a cause on Hall of Shame. After midnight in the rain, a couple of fools that cried despair. Right having me underwear and you're safe here. Spat hanging around, oh, it's gonna fuck your soul. Safe here. If the lust is known, she'll pass the doubles on your ass. You're safe here. You see the haters, instigators, all the verbal masturbators, all the trollers, fears, rollers, all the mortars, belly puller, the junkies and the funkies and the busters and the monkeys, all the stalkers and the gawkers. The haters are a talk, I share. You're safe here. Square peg, round hole, it's gonna fuck your soul. Well, I'm broker than smoke and it's all up in smoke. I got zero. Gambling to be no shoes on my feet, I ain't no hero. My luck is on a long side of horrible cost and I'm down, held to ground and viewed as unsound. And I gotta say I'm the happiest man in the world. When you ain't got nothing, they ain't got nothing they can take away. I got all the time in the world. Check out this gorgeous day. Ain't got no cell phone. Bill collectors, leave me alone. I ain't got no unaffordable mortgage, I no unaffordable loan. And I gotta say, happiest man in the world. Well, look at my friends. They're all like jewels. I'm rich. Some people get power and they act like fools. I never switch. Sitting on a park bench loving the sun. I ain't got a fucking nickel, but it sure is fun. And I gotta say, I'm the happiest man in the world. Well, I went to the ATM when I woke, and I almost choked when his folks said you are broke, financially depleted. Your money is deleted like your hairline. It has receded. It continued to speak and said it's bleak, your troubles will peak, but it offered a solution, a bit of restitution. That ATM was a machine with a means filled with means to pay for my dreams. I said, oh, you're giving me chills. Spit out the bills. I need a tower of gold, the contents of a king's bill fold. I need a treasure in a pirate's hold. I need cash, hot and cold. I'm insatiable from what I've been told. I need the profits of a corporation stolen. If I could be so bold, with Wall Street stolen enough dough to buy rolls and hand-tailored clothes and mansions that I chose. I don't want to die, I want my body to be froze. Security that'll never dose. Like sculpture to perpetual pose. I want the ability to bind some men's souls. I want to be bathed in feather from my head to my toes. I want my teeth capped in gold, so when the light goes out, my head it glows. Now no sooner had I spoken than the ATM spit out a bus token. Said, here's the situation. You be taking public transportation. I was incredulous. This was an insult off the charts. What do I look like? Cinderella of a Walmart? I thought the clown as I drove through the town in the bus in the back. I thought I had riches, but I didn't have jack. I in the street, trying to comprehend my defeat. Who did I spy with my little eye? But Sheena, with a new life complete, see, she had done time for a serious crime, but after incarceration, she had given her life a new interpretation by ringing the bell for the salvation of souls, and when they hear the bell toll, they know they are in receipt of a place to eat and a place to warm their feet. I said, look at my friend Sheena, ain't she an angel, righteously sweet? Her life could have been for naught. Her resurrection was hard fought. Here comes Bobby. He's off the pipe. He should have been dead, we all thought. He was up to his neck. He was a rag, but he kept it in check with a sense of humor. He had us laughing at his antics, even through a tumor. And I hope he hangs on to his health, because roaring at his glorious stories, ask her, well, there's Jennifer. She's working, clerking. She's also on the pole. Got the young boys jerking. That's no judgment berserking. Homelessness was lurking. She's got a special needs child, so she does it all with a smile, bordering on smirking. You know, I think it's safe to say I had an epiphany that day. Look at all my friends, barely employed, maintaining their integrity, not null and void, inspirational, conversational. These are the things that I enjoy. I seen beggars with the stature of kings. I seen homeless sharing as if they had wings, and other things like patience on death's door, smiling more, not knowing what's in store. I saw with clarity, charity, and a humble me the Lord. I went back to that ATM again and I requested an encore. Because sometimes you gotta open up your eyes and see what life is truly for. And that ATM didn't gloat, said, oh, you ain't really broke. You're rich as a king. You just ain't got no money, that's the thing. The more shit you got, the more shit you got, that'll break. Put down that cell phone, talk to me face to face. And I'm checking out people, and I'm loving their ways. And I ain't been broker in all of my days. And I gotta say, I'm the happiest man in the world. And I gotta say, I'm the happiest man in the world. And I gotta say, the happiest man in the world. The best review of the show I ever got last night from Joe Brush. Yeah, he came last night, and I said, are you coming tomorrow? He said, yeah, I'm coming tomorrow. What do you think, I'm a fucking idiot? I was like, fuck no, yeah, okay. All right. Well, good to see you out here. Thank you so much for coming. I mean it. Glad you're not a bunch of fucking idiots. Hey, you know what? Amy, remind me to do this. I have a friend, and she's not feeling very well. And maybe we'll, I got my phone, and we'll do a thing. We'll say, happy holidays, Patricia. Anyway. Here we go. Shut up. San Applebee's, motherfucker. I was checking my balance on Facebook. Seems I got a private message on Facebook. Should get used to this stuff. I'm getting older still. I deny my mortality. I probably never will. You were skinny as a rail, smoking Salem menthol green, reservation card, and smoking like a fiend. We were doing acid and we were 15. Music in our bedroom, Hendrix and Cream. They say the cancer tore through your frame. I had to quit doing drugs. Ain't no blame. I lost touch with you, and that's a shame. The mirror says I changed, but I feel the same. Remember you dated that guy, roadie for a hair on Broadway? He found Jesus, tested in an odd way, naked in the snow was his plan. He froze to death. Jesus saves, but not on demand. Big up on our team, but look like Bowie, running from the cops. tripping with you in my parents' bedroom. Took a while to kick in. Then it hit our heads. No order pizza when it came. Our appetites beat. The pepperoni screaming, don't eat me. Your brother bleeding everywhere. Tooth through his lip. Happened to the state fair. Tried to do a flip. He wouldn't go to eat. Iron tweaking in his head. He gave Colgate stitches and you nursed him instead. Working at the guitar place. You come down and see me. Talk about our parents. My mother had the DTs. Blood on the walls until they rushed her. They brought in the St. Joe's and the morphine husband. You found losing the rent. Betting at the track. You were laughing. Your mom was screaming, don't come back. He come back when he won. She beat him like a spastic. Had 9 kids. Catholics don't use prophylactics. I leave a space while laughing. Well, the town's beat now. Shootings everywhere. Heroin's the rage. The kids don't care. There ain't no jobs. Poverty's ballistic. Poor per capita. It's a national statistic. You're in a better place. The hand to your pin. I'm gonna make it to heaven. I won't see it again. I see you smile, no smoke in your butt. I make you laugh again, though. I feel it in my gut. Couple of dirty jokes, maybe a funny story. Hear me screaming them up from purgatory. You're gone now. I should have reached out. You're gone now. I should have reached out. My old friend. Couple songs about parenting. My son is with me this evening. He's been touring with me since he was 6 years old. And it's very important that I say this, co-parenting. His mother's great. His mother I was married to for 25 years. Wonderful woman. We are very dear friends. And but she's a great mother. And so I don't want anybody filming the show where I just talk about me parenting and then I get the fucking phone call later. And I don't want the fucking phone call. Because when that woman was on your side, it's awesome. When she ain't on your side, it fucking blows. Wait, I got a joke. I know. It's a guy wins the... And by the way, before I do the joke, I don't want anybody to think that this is misogynistic. I have a very positive woman joke after. I'm a leader. I need balance. I'll give you another joke afterwards, very positive. So tomorrow at church... Alright, so a guy wins the $1 million lottery and he immediately gives the entire amount away to charity, and the next time he's praying, the Lord appears to him and says, wow, that was such a generous and selfless act. I don't typically do this, but I'd like to grant your wish. And the guy said, oh, I live in New York and I'd love to go to Hawaii. I'm obsessed with the music and the climate and the culture. I'd love to go to Hawaii, but I'm petrified to fly. He said, what would be the possibility of you, as the Lord, building a bridge from New York to Hawaii, and then I could drive at my leisure? And God says, well, I could do that, but logistically, this would be a nightmare. We'd have to put people out of their homes. People could die during the construction. Do you have a second wish? And the guy said, I've always wanted to understand women. And God said, would you like the bridge 2 lanes? 4 fucking lanes. Here's my positive women joke. Woman's on the bed naked, she's happy, jumping up and down on the bed. Her husband comes in, he goes, hey, why are you so happy? She said, I just went to the doctor, and the doctor told me that I have the breasts of a 20-year-old woman. And the husband said, he mentioned your 40-year-old ass? And she said, nope, your name didn't come up. Families, motherfuckers. Couple songs about parenting. You got a kid, I got a kid. Are you gonna tell him the things you did? Tell him the truth about your sordid youth. Now if he wants to know, did you do blow? Did you get high and listen to the stereo? Now Pops, when's the first time you did a drug crime? I smoked my first J on my 11th birthday. And high school exams, how'd you stay up to read? Well, the kid across the street dealt excellent speed. It's you. John Videla, right across the fucking street. 441 Woodbine Ave, and you had the speed. First time I heard Blue Oyster Cult, John Vanilla. Now I fucked up and I don't know where I am. Kick across the street down excellent speed. Well, class is boring, is mine not today? Hey, most of the time I was tripping, so I really can't say. And Dad, let's see how truthful you are. We were high behind the wheel of a car. Man, I thought I was flying a 747. When I sold that car, they scraped it for resin. Dad, you courted Mom, how'd you make her your own? Well, we drink a lot of vodka, we do methadone. So he asked me about my past and did I get high? I've been seriously thinking about my reply. Gonna lie, Dad. Did you do drugs? No way. Dad, you ever do it with any woman besides Mom? Did you ever see that Fellini movie, Satiricon? I was 13 the first time, so good I couldn't speak. They should have wrapped me in a hefty bag and drained me twice a week. Dad, what's the kickiest that you ever got? There was a mother and daughter upstate that were crazy, stupid, hot. There was this girl and her dog. We won't get into that. There was these 3 dominatrixes in a one-room flat. Couple times in a church pew. That was a heavenly thing. There was a girl named Ruth in the booth at the Burger King. My wife's eating a hole through me with her evil eye. My kids got inquiries, they want an honest reply. I'm gonna lie. Dad, did you have premarital sex? Absolutely not. Now come the tough questions that he's gonna ask. Our prosecutor said the hard stuff or less. Dad, did you ever steal from the store when you didn't have the bucks? Hey, from what I remember, most of the stuff just fell off of trucks. Dad, did you ever own a gun? Well, it wasn't like I had a license for one. And Dad, did you ever steal an automobile for fun? The owners wouldn't have wanted it when we got done. And Dad, I heard you bartended in a place that dealt crack. We were just making sure our clientele would come back. It's a funny line, fuckers. He wants it to... Serios! He wants the truth! I look him in the eye. I set a good example. I'm that kind of guy. I'm gonna lie. Dad, did you ever do anything bad? Fuck no. Another song about parenting. Roadblock for inspection stickers. Maybe it was hot, maybe the cop was assigned to the detail for punishment. Maybe he had witnessed some domestic violence shit last night that once again made him lose faith in humanity. I don't know, and I don't care, because he's an asshole, and he's pissy, and he's barking orders in front of my 10-year-old, who's now afraid, and thinking that cops are something to be feared. Hey, fuckface, I'm trying to teach my kid there's some authority that needs to be respected, but we have no respect for you. I'm trying to teach him to not get shot. 7-Eleven, my kid's getting in the car with his big gulp and his hot dog, and he leaves the door open while I get things adjusted. Cop pulls up trying to get in the space next to us, and he blasts his siren. My kid jumps, smashes his foot in the door as the cop struts by, not smiling, not saying he's sorry, just trying to look all macho and garner the respect he never got in high school. Hey, fuckface, I'm trying to teach my kid there's some authority that needs to be respected, but we have no respect for you. I'm trying to teach him to not get shot. Skateboard park in Chappaqua. Rumor has it the cops are supposed to get a raise, but a skateboard park got built instead. Cop buzz around like flies on shit, harassing kids. Till they finally shut it down, it just wasn't worth it. I was there when it was closed, reading the bulletin board with my 10-year-old. A cop threw us out. I said, you don't have anything better to do? He said, what did you say? I said, listen, you fucking idiot. Know at the end of your life, you've done nothing righteous. You're a worthless piece of shit. Actually, I didn't say that because I didn't want to get shot. Well, what I should have said was, hey, fuckface. Trying to teach my kids there's some authority that needs to be respected, but we have no respect for you. I'm trying to teach them to not get shot. Three cops coming in our building from the rear looking all serious as my son and I come in. My son says, why are they here? This makes me nervous. So I say, excuse me, you're coming in the building. This makes my son nervous. Thinking, but not saying, because I don't want to get shot. Would it kill you to reassure the kid while you're hanging around? And one of the cops says, we're the good guys. I don't know what I'll I'm white. I should tell you at this time I'm available for weddings. Just in case you want to try something fucking different.
Like getting married?
Yeah, right. Right. I don't want to say any names, but last night I was actually saying, because I'm going to do a little segment about my love life, and I'm like, all I really want at this point is I'm looking, the future. I love my life. I'm very lucky. I get to do what I do and tell everybody to go fuck themselves, and everybody laughs and gets paid. It's awesome, really. But I would like to hold hands with someone again, like watch TV. And a friend of mine, I won't mention any names, Mickey Brown. He said, I said, I'd like to hold you. He said, me too, but I'm married. Did I tell you that? Well, this is really a song about the media. By the way, I just, parenthetically, I don't know, does anybody here work for Fox News or have a friend? No, I asked because your souls are going to burn in hell for eternity. And you might want to weigh that against good benefits and long lunches. Here's another one. Here's another one I got. Here's a new one. So I got that Tucker Carlson one. Here's another one. Heed your conscience. Heed your conscience. Heed your conscience. Mitch McConnell, kill yourself. No fucking shame. No shame. I used to work at a crack bar. You know what fucking bar it was. Like if Night of the Living Dead had a Cheers. Cheers had Sam, we had Son of Sam. They had Diane, we had Young. They had Norm, we had Abnorm. This is a true story. This is a true story. Because the first day I worked there, a fight broke out. So I went to call the cops. This is not true. And hey, fuck the show, man. Look at this. Right. Yeah, this is like some kind of, like it's, I can't afford that Pink Floyd laser shit, but I can do shadow puppets. You must pay the rent. Hey, no, that's a white. What are you doing? Everybody's a fucking critic. Alright, never mind. Later I'll do it. It's funny. Anyway, right. First day I work there, a fight breaks out, and I go to call the cops. And the owner of the place, I won't mention any names, Tony Serio. I go to grab the phone, and he hangs up the phone. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm calling the cops." He goes, "We don't call the cops. What are you, crazy? We don't call the cops here. You gotta handle it. You gotta handle it. And if you gotta figure out a way to handle it. If you don't, you can't work here, So you always had to think of inventive ways for shit. So my wife got her, and these are my people, dude. I've been sober for like 37 years, and I ain't blowing myself. All I'm saying is, but these are the people that I relate to. These are the disenfranchised are my people. They are my family. So I fucking loved working there. I really did. And I got boatloads of stories, and I was sober with it. So anyway, and so my wife, she got her purse stolen one time, and those guys were like, "Well, you fucked up. You trusted us, So, so anyway, a woman comes in, and she's got like the Gucci and the Versace. I'm like, I don't know how she stumbled in the place, right? And her purse and everything. And I know I got to get her out of there because shit's gonna happen. And then she orders like a brandy Alexander, which is not a drink we traditionally. And so. It wasn't gonna say. Yeah, so So then I had to probably consult the Playboy Guide to Bartending. And I make her the drink and I give it to her. She said, I can't drink this. I said, why not? She said, well, you touch the ice with your hands. You got to use the ice tongs. And I'm like, I don't even fucking know if we got ice tongs. But Carl Cabasio had a kitchen in the back, and in the fryer there were tongs. What, I mean, and what are the fucking chances that she's here tonight? Really? You know? Probably owns Ray Landis or some shit. Well, anyway, so then I said, so I get the ice tongs and I make her the drink, and I said, I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little offended. My hands are very clean. I don't even use them when I go to the bathroom. She said, really? What do you use? I said, well, the ice tongs. And then she left. So really, this is just a song about the media. Remember when Prince changed his name to that little G clef on acid? He sort of fucked with the media because they all had to go out and buy a new font, you know? So I'm thinking if I get big, a lot of this shit is just, I'm just practicing for my gig at the Dome. Selling hot dogs. Anyway, if I love it when they bend down. You can't see them at all. No, it was awesome. You fucking disappeared for a second there. I'm thinking the military should use that shit. All that camouflage nonsense. I'm gonna change my name if I get big to a physical gesture. On trial. That'll fuck with them. Temper, little cloud. Thought we was in this together. I got another 30 miles to go, and you change your mind like the weather. But I don't know how you feel, oh, with that blinding lightning flash. I'm all alone now, but I got my guitar. Let's think about some stuff we can smash. I slept last night by the side of the road. I was thinking about the nearest phone. I was wondering if she would accept the charges. I was wondering if I had a banana for a backbone. Then I had a dream about Count Basie, but he didn't want to talk to me. He had a lot of hurt in his face. He had a copy of Life magazine. Had Elvis on the cover, had an article inside, did not say who it was written by. Closer inspection, I noticed that Albert Goldman was still writing and Life wouldn't let him die. He opened up that magazine at page 30, threw it at me, turned around, he walked away. I said, oh man, that's Count Basie. He's like my hero. We could have hung out, had so many questions. There was so many things that I wanted to say. But after 10 glossy pages of big Life magazine format, people with guns, knives, smoking crack, I stepped back from that magazine, my mouth flew open, because all those people were black. I used to work at a bar in Syracuse, New York. We had what we jokingly referred to as an incident. Most every night there were drug sales, there was guns, there was people fighting. All those people were white. True story, I pulled a pregnant girl out of the bathroom one time. She was in there over an hour. People were complaining she was smoking crack. She was white as snow. She was white as blow. And she was most definitely not black. And I think Count Basie was just trying to point out that if I wasn't careful, I might fall in a trap. Because take a look at that magazine, I might ask it or what, but it appears to me someone's getting a bad rap. Page 36 and 37, there was a Sony ad. It was a white family that were hanging out by the swimming pool. Couldn't see the mother. Just a reflection in the water. She was holding a video camera. What color was she? Well, let's not be a fool. So there we go, and it's big as life. Count Basie, he don't want to talk to me. Miles Davis never rang my phone off the hook, and I'm not anticipating any phone calls from Spike Lee. Roger Manning says something about hatred and being any color and being not. As I look around this whole big world, not just this room here tonight, or any room in this building, or any building on the street, or any street in this city, or any city in this state, or any state in this country, or any country in this whole big world, it's blue. Navy blue. That's the color we all got. Tampa, the cloud thought we was in this together. I got another 30 miles to go to change your mind like the weather. But I know how you feel though, with that blinding lightning flash. I'm all low now as per usual, but I got my guitar. Let's think about some stuff we can smash. Let's think of some stuff we can smash. Well, we're about 37.5% into the show, and I know a lot of you thinking, holy God damn it, this is the fucking greatest fucking Saturday fucking night I've ever had in Syracuse, New York. I'm almost having too much fun. I might have a heart attack. Does this guy have any songs about hate crimes to sort of bum me out and equal out the evening? Yes, I do. You can count on me. Who are you gonna know? Matthew Shepard, gay youth murdered. Brandon Tina, trans youth murdered. And Brandon Ink, punk rock kid, Emerald, Texas, murdered. Now you know everybody knows the song. I got a lot of good jokes, don't worry about it. It'll come together. And I would do this at the wedding. Just to let you. No, you might not get along with the potential in-laws and you want to fuck with them. I'm your guy. Brandon Tina and Brian Danick met for coffee in heaven last week, and he said, I like mine black, and he said, do you ever want to go back? He said, now we can be who we want to be. He said now, we can be who we want to be. Matthew Shepard dropped by for dessert. And they asked Matthew, does it still hurt? And he paused and spit over the